all right. I am excited. We are in season 2. Yes. And I got my family here. My family. That's right. We grew up together in the same PJs. That's right. Let me tell a little story first. A lot of people don't know this. I grew up in the Astoria projects, right? And a lot of people know me from living in the buildings on the front. But before we moved there, my mom and dad lived in the back, in the twin buildings, where you're from. And I was born actually in the twin buildings. They call it the twin buildings because they're in the back and they face each other. So they call them the twin buildings, right? So the young lady that I have with me today is an all-star. She's been through some crap, right? We all have, right? But she's going to talk about her journey. She has a book coming out called The Verna Journey. Look for it in about the third quarter of this year. And look, that's right. Without further ado, I want to bring up my sister from another Mister, Miss Verna Lisa. Let's give it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get. Let me tell you why I've been waiting to get her on this podcast. I'm gonna tell y'all why. If y'all follow on social media, she needs her own podcast. She's depriving us of her gift. You ever known somebody to have a gift and they don't want to do it? I used to play chess when I had good sight, right? And the furthest I got was 1800. And there was a dude that worked for the cable company, and I'm telling you, he was a grandmaster. If y'all don't know, grandmaster means 2300 and above, like the best in the world. But he didn't want to play it. It was too easy for him. That's what she's doing to us by not doing a podcast. At least have a page. I need you to have a YouTube page, a podcast, because she has a lot of stories, and we're going to get into that. I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to ask her a couple of questions. Verna Lisa, tell me about growing up in Astoria, going through some of the things. We're going to get into some details in a minute, but we're going to have fun. I promise you we're going to have fun because this is my people right here. Tell me about growing up in Astoria, living in the twin buildings. I know your daughter's talented model, got her own food truck, but tell me about Verna Lisa.
Well, Verna Lisa is a survivor. Grew up in Astoria. My grandmother lived there in the twin building.
I never knew that. Okay.
Yeah, my grandmother is the one who lived in the twin building.
Okay.
You know my Uncle KD and my Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
You know, so I grew up there. You know, I lived in Brooklyn a short time, but
what part?
In Crown Heights.
Okay.
And I left Brooklyn probably at the age of 13 because I got sick of being a parent before I was a parent. Raising my sisters and brothers. I have 3 other sisters and 2 brothers. You know, at the age of 9, I went into having to be a mom. Didn't know how, but I did.
Right.
You know,
I
was raising and still doing it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I got you.
But it was living in Astoria. I met my daughter's dad, and
shout out to Sean.
Yeah, please, Lord have mercy. Grew up there, and I've been through a lot of things in life.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
You know, so.
All right. All right. Let's talk about that because you shared something with me, and if you don't want to share it, you don't have to. Just tell me, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. All right. You said you was raising your
siblings.
Your siblings,
yes.
Right? Because your mother, right? You was doing her job. Now I know y'all had a falling out, and shout out to Charlotte, sleep in peace, Charlotte.
Thank you.
You was the one that walked in on her, right, when she was transitioning.
Well, what happened was, when you have that relationship with God, he was telling me to go get her. It was like for 3 days. Once I couldn't get in contact with her, I'm telling my aunt and my daughter, you know, my son, who she's very, very close with, she ain't going to speak to the world. But if my son Zaire, she don't have to speak to nobody. She's going to answer the phone for him.
Okay.
So once she didn't answer the phone for him, I said something was wrong.
Right.
And for
because you got back together with her, right?
we didn't speak in 5 years because it was like when you sick of just being
I got you.
verbally abusive and
Yep.
going through things, and it was like I can't do this no more. I'm tired. So we didn't speak in 5 years. On 9/24 of last year was her birthday, and
September, baby. No, it's okay. We got tissue and all that, right?
My daughter kept saying, "We gotta go see grandma. We gotta go see her." Without even speaking to her, because she's so violent and stuff, I didn't want to go. But my daughter was like, "No, we're gonna go." So we did go see her.
Shout out to your daughter.
And she was so happy that we came. It was like nothing ever happened. It was like, all right.
Beautiful.
You know, it was just amazing. The visit was amazing. Right after that, she went into the hospital. And she went into the hospital, and, you know, my siblings and I, we was going to visit her. And then she went home, and, you know, I changed my plans for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because I said, no, we're going to do Thanksgiving.
2 months later. Okay.
So we're going to do Thanksgiving we was going to do it at my house, but I don't have an elevator. So we did it at my daughter's house, and I wanted my mom to be there.
Right.
But because of her condition, she was like, I'm not coming out. And then she don't play about her hair. She got beautiful, long, pretty hair.
I
and she was like,
yes.
I'm not going out. My hair's not done, and da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
So I'm not going to come. She said, I'm going to go get my hair done, which was
Right.
that Friday after Thanksgiving.
Right.
And, you know, just days was going by, you know, not speaking to her. And I called my aunt and them, and they was like, oh, you exaggerating. Nah, something is wrong with my mother.
Right.
I knew,
knows.
like,
right.
I felt it in my soul. So I called my daughter, and I was like, listen, I got to go see my mother. I called my best friend, Shamika.
Shout out to
And
Shamika.
she came. You can't tell me she didn't take a jet to my house. I said, I'm gonna call. She called. When I called and told her, listen, I need to. What was going on? She said, all right. She didn't even say she was coming. She basically called me back and was like,
she's a friend that shows
yes,
up.
she
Trust me, there's not a lot of them.
No, and when she called me, I said, I'm gonna call you back. I'm getting ready to get in the shower. She said, no, you're gonna tell me what stop I'm getting off at the train station.
Nice.
And it was like she was there she got there so fast, and
beautiful.
I was already prepared. I knew my mother was going. In my heart, I knew it. It was just that my proof is me seeing her, knowing that she was really gone. But I prepared myself, and we got in the apartment, you know, the offices. My sister had to come let them in, and when we opened the door, she was there.
All right, and I'm going to let you talk, but I just want to talk about how great it was that you did make amends after 5 years, right, guys? After 5 years,
I think it
before
was
she passed.
God given. I think it was more of peace.
Right, because
like
how not damaging. What's the word I'm looking for? How disturbing that would have been if she did pass without
and
you
we didn't
making,
make amends. Like I said, it was God and my daughter. Like, go see her.
Yep.
You know, and that's what I did. So
right.
I have bad days, but I feel like God gave me peace. Like, this is your peace. He brought me back to her for a reason.
Right.
Because it's
beautiful lady too. I met her.
Thank you.
Times.
It was her time, and you know, God brought me back to her, and you know, I have bad days sometimes because it's so many unanswered questions, and now them questions will never be answered. And
that you wanted to pose to her.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% with it, but getting closer to God is.
Yeah, right. Because you told me a couple of days ago that you was in.
But I do Bible study every weekend with Marvia in April.
Shout out to Marvia.
Yes,
that's my people. We grew up together.
It's beautiful because it gives me a sense of.
April Leach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my people too.
My sisters, those are my sisters,
yeah.
and it gives me peace.
Right, right.
It gives me peace and getting to know God and the Bible better.
Yeah.
Knowing and oh man, He's real.
Yes,
Just know
yes.
He's real.
The one thing about it is it's what's the word I want to look for? It's almost like it's comfort. Like
Yes,
we always got a lot of
it's
questions, right?
comfort and it's peace
Trust
for
me,
me.
guys, we're gonna have fun but I wanted to talk to my sister because I wanted to get that out because I know what you were going through. You understand what I'm saying? And when you talk about God, right? The comfort of God. Like I speak to Sikhs. Remember, with my site, I'm always in Uber. So I speak to Muslims, Sikhs,
Different, right?
Hebrews, and they all know God, right? And that's their comfort,
It's my
right, their
comfort.
support.
It's my peace. It keeps me from honestly having nervous breakdowns.
Right, right.
Because
Right.
I hold a lot. And a lot of people, when I sit and I tell different people my story, they be like, how do you do it? But when you believe and know, I've never, the things I've been through, how some people, they go to drugs or,
Right,
I've
right.
never done a drug a day in my life.
Right.
So my thing, not saying that's a reason to go do it, but
No, but that's usually why, right?
But seeing my mom do drugs, it was like, I don't,
Right.
honestly, my mother doing drugs and my mother not being that 100% mom gave me the strength to be a mom.
Beautiful.
Like, not to never give up on my kids. These are she taught me the things what not to do.
Right. Right.
She
No. Trust me. I know.
With her
I don't want to
making
talk about
bad
my brother,
decisions
but
gave me
right.
the choice to make good decisions. I don't
got
know
you.
if you get what I'm trying to
I
say.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to talk about my brother, but I looked at him like, ooh, I don't want to go crazy like that.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why, and I don't know if y'all know this. I know a few of y'all know real estate, so I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. In real estate, when you're looking for a home in a great location, you look for the home that's not near a church and a liquor store. Because the church and the liquor store is usually where the people are not doing so well. Because it's a way to release. Right? So that's why it's good that you use God, because it's a lot better than rum.
I had a time though drinking liquor.
Yeah, I
And
got wine now,
so-
but I'm not using it as a crutch. I'm not
I
using it
did
as a
at one
support
time.
system.
I used the liquor as
Okay.
but then I was like, I'm getting drunk to go to sleep and wake up, and the problem is still there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
using those things is not going to give you, it's not going to take away what you're going through.
Right.
I'm at a point now to where I can speak about a lot of things and not get so emotional like I used to.
I'm going to say this, and you probably already heard it, and if you didn't, I'm going to tell you anyway. You have risen levels, like just talking to you.
Right,
You're
thank
not
you.
the same person you used to be.
Right.
And I think it was Muhammad Ali that said, if you're the same person you was 20 years ago, then you wasted 20 years of your life. So
It's
you
the point
have
of maturing.
matured. Yes.
It's maturing.
So with that being said, and I know we're going to go to break, but I got one more question because we're going to make these podcasts a little longer. We spoke with the team. We're going to go a little longer because I've gotten complaints that they're too short. So we're going to go like 10 minutes longer. So before we go to break, I got this question, and I'll ask everybody the same question I've asked everybody. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? My strength is I love to talk to people. I'm not nervous. You put me in front of 10 million people. I can't wait to get on stage. My weakness is I love to talk to people. I don't know when to shut up. Usually your strength and your weakness is the same. What's Verna Lisa's strength and weakness?
My strength is knowing that God has my back 24/7. My strength is knowing that my kids are my motivation. My children are my motivation.
Right.
And I'm saying recent, it was I was just ready to give up. Like I just, you know, I wanted to give up because you get tired.
Yeah.
You know, you get tired, you get frustrated,
No, I get it.
and tired. I'm gonna say tired.
Trust me, I know. I've been a dad for a long time. Yes.
You know what? It's for me helping everybody and
Yep.
nobody knowing that I need help.
Yep.
And the help is not about money.
Yep.
The help, come sit with me, come have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
Come let's go out to lunch.
Yes.
That's my thing. You know, and a lot of people always say I'm strong, but the strong people are the ones who hurt the most.
Tell me about
and
it.
people don't understand it.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
they don't understand it.
Hey, it's you're walking right up my alley. I got a pastor, Pastor Steve, and I told Pastor Steve one time, I said, who does Barack go to when he got something to complain about? Right? You know, Michelle could lay her problems on him, but who does Barack go to? Who does a person go to that's everybody's rock? Right? Because if you don't have God, are you going to use the liquor? Are you going to use the weed, which ain't even weed no more? It's something else,
Crack.
right? It's a new
It's
crack,
crack.
right? Because people can't beat it. You can tell me, oh no, weed's not like that, but then stop for a week. Anyway, what does Lisa rely on?
I really rely on God. I can't. And my weakness is not worrying about myself. That's my weakness.
Right.
My
'cause you
weakness
gotta
is
care
not
about that
worrying
person in the
about
mirror.
me. It's like,
To thine own self be true.
right. It's
Right.
my weakness is not putting me first all the time.
Right, and you got
You
to.
know,
You have to.
That's my weakness. It's like, you know, my youngest is 19, so
Yep.
you know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I've been mothering since I was 9. I was a mother before I was a mother.
Right.
You know, so it gets, once you really become a mother, it never ends. It never ever ends.
Right.
Because when your children hurt, you hurt. When my children hurt, I try to be, but I be that big person, but I hurt. When they hurt, I hurt.
Right. I don't know if it's gonna mess up the mic, so y'all gotta forgive me. Can I get a hug?
Let me get up.
I love this lady right here. We're gonna go to break, so I want to talk about the book. I want to talk about how she's gonna do the podcast. We're good on the break, right? We put in some minutes just now. We see how strong she is, but we want to know what's coming up next. So let's break. I love you, Black Half Blind Billionaire. Let's go to break, and we're gonna come right back with part 2. All right, we're back. We're back at Black Half Blind Billionaire. Remember, my Instagram is BHBBRICH. That's the first 4 letters of my last name. BHBBRICH at IG.com. I want to talk about this young lady right here, Verna Lisa. Look, I know y'all enjoyed that first part, but I want to have fun now. I want to have fun. We're going to talk about her book, but I want to ask her a question. In relationships, why are ladies a pain in the ass and argue all the time?
Well,
and complain all the time.
I think it's really, honey child, relationship, sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had a relationship in over 4 years. I don't want one.
Hey, they're gonna be inboxing me now.
I'm
like,
fine.
Yo, that lady, remember that girl you was talking about? Yeah.
I'm fine with being single.
No,
I'm
but
so good. But we complain because y'all niggas don't listen. That's the problem.
Yo, I'm looking at this dude online. He was like, one thing about women, if they don't know how to do nothing else, they know how to find something to complain about.
Yeah.
I said,
you don't.
man,
Is this guy? You've been married long.
You've
You've been married long enough. So if we don't complain, But that's a part of a relationship. You're gonna go through that.
I was like, everything
ups
fine.
and downs.
She like, yeah, but I don't understand why. I was like, oh God.
You're gonna go through ups and downs in a relationship.
So when you're in a relationship, you complain a lot?
It,
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this. I did complain a lot because I had dead buds. So yeah, I did complain. I had dead buds. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem.
I was complaining.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See why she gotta have her own podcast.
Shit happens.
I love her, yo.
Shit happens. I'm good with being by myself.
Yeah.
No more. I get a motherfucker, he gotta go in the machine.
Yeah.
And the machine has to give me every problem that he has.
Remember that? Imagine that, guys. Like that, they have like the different history.
Let's do
Trust
the
me,
Steve
AI,
Urkel. Let's do the Steve Urkel on this motherfucker.
That's gonna be coming out sooner.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, okay. You like you what? You this? You that? No, I'm fine. I'm good on that. I don't want no man right now. I'm not looking.
Well, you was telling me you was watching some podcast where the lady said she was saying her husband was...
the podcast, she said if her boyfriend is getting head from another man, that's not gay. I don't know what thing she's on.
Why?
And this is the guy podcast is the La Truth podcast. Nice looking, handsome guy.
Yeah. Yo,
or whatever.
Truth,
but
you owe me a plug since we shouted you out.
Yeah, love him because he be speaking some stuff.
I'm crying for a different reason now.
Like I said, I was like, what is she talking about? Like, what you know, your man is gay.
You know what? It's different times now. You know, I'm old enough to remember
different times, and they can have these different times.
Yeah,
don't
because
want it.
I'm looking. This one my site was 2020. I'm looking at a picture. I'm like, yo, this shit got a fat. She turned around and she got a goatee. It's a guy.
Yeah.
They got hips and
everything.
It's crazy out there, man.
Each his own.
I feel crazy for you. All right, let's get to the book because, as y'all can tell, she's got a story to tell, and it's called the Verna Journey.
Stories to tell.
Yes, it's called the Verna Journey. It's coming out the third quarter of this year. Look for it. We're on it, right? We're gonna do it because I don't know if you know, I'm doing this Millionaire push this year, and Verna's down with it. Lisa, my Verse Productions, we all gonna do it. We all pushing for $1 million, right?
Let's get it together.
We're gonna do it because we all got stories to tell, right? Like
I want to be somebody else's voice. I want to be able to have them little girls that can't speak for themselves. I want to be able to speak for them. I want to give them that strength.
Right.
To know that don't be scared to speak your truth.
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want, and not even just little girls. You could be this little girl that never spoke your truth, and as you get older, you never spoke your truth. You want to speak your truth. You know, I've dealt with molestation. I've dealt with being raped. So.
You want to talk about that?
Yes. Well, I was molested.
Okay.
I spoke because I just knew it was. I don't know. God just gave me. God gave me the energy to always speak my truth, and I have.
Right.
So I was molested, and I knew it wasn't my fault. You know, I was raped by someone I was in a relationship with, and he raped me and he beat me, and I walked home barefooted from Queensbridge to Astoria. I had on socks, but I needed to get away, and you know, I've been in an abusive relationship. I've been pistol whipped, pregnant with my daughter. You know, I had to get stitches in and out my mouth. So it's all about speaking your truth. You know, I've never walked with my head held high, even having.
But you could now, though. You have to be able to.
Yeah, it wasn't. Right? That's the point of being strong.
Right.
And knowing that God got me out of them situations.
And I think
know?
that's it, right? If I can expound on that, like, I don't think a person, like, it's hard for me to take advice from somebody about finance that doesn't have money, or
Right.
at least had money.
Right.
Like, I can't be that young lady or young man listening to Verna Lisa. I didn't want to say your whole government. Verna Lisa about what they're going through, and I got you. Meanwhile, you don't know nothing about what the you've been through it. You understand what I'm saying? I think the person that works in the rehab that used to do drugs, they're the perfect person.
Perfect person.
Because they know exactly what you're going through. I hate when I see these booklets of women telling people how to take care of children, and they
And you
never
don't
had a
even
child.
have no children.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing to me. But you're the perfect person for it. And again, I say it, and I mean it this time, and I know you guys can see what I'm saying. You have a gift that the world needs to see. And you gotta let people know exactly what you've been through and that you got them. God has them. You have a shoulder for that young girl to cry on that's getting molested by their uncle, the jerk that can't keep his dick in his pants. You understand what I'm saying? You have that shoulder for that girl that's taking care of their kids because the mother don't want to be home because there's a party in Brooklyn tonight. You have that shoulder for that person that's been through an abusive relationship because the man can't keep their hands off you and they probably can't fight their damn self. So you got a story to tell, and I can't wait to read it. Right, guys?
Yeah, just they can't be ashamed to speak their truth.
Right.
That's for our young girls, our young women, our middle-aged women, just all of our women, young ladies.
Right.
I encourage y'all to speak y'all truth.
Right.
Don't be afraid. Talk to someone. Tell a friend. Tell your mom. Tell your sister. Tell your brother. Anybody that you could reach out to.
Right.
Talk.
And guys, I don't want the LBGT community to take this the wrong way when we're making fun of somebody getting fellatio in front of their girlfriend. We just think it's weird that the girlfriend is okay with it when they're supposed to be in a platonic relationship, right?
And like I said, to each his own.
To each his own. Trust me.
To each his own.
So we know what's next, but give me what you want to happen next.
Well, I really want to do my book. I really want. I have so many people reaching out.
It's coming. We just gotta do the fine. We gotta do the fine print. That's all.
A lot of people want me to come and speak. To young girls and things like that. So that's what I'm in the process of doing.
Yeah, because I know April Lee. She's down south, right?
Yeah.
And I know Marvia.
Marvia.
I think she's an eldris, right, in the church.
She has her. Yeah, she's in the church, but she does a class every Friday in Monteporis in the front center.
Okay.
And it's an awesome class.
Sorry, Marvia. I said Marva.
Yeah, Marvia. Yeah. And she does a class in the front center. Awesome.
Okay.
And she's also awesome. Her and April is awesome in the Bible study. And I have my daughter in the Bible study with us.
Wow.
She's been in the Bible study with us for like almost a year now. And it's just so grateful. This past Bible study, she spoke, she wasn't speaking in Bible study. She'll just tune in and whatever. But now she's reading the Bible and knowing the Bible and, speaking out and, knowing, because her thing was always the higher power. But now she says God.
Right.
She wasn't never saying God,
right.
it was always.
What God are you talking about?
Right.
All right. So, fun fact, guys, I don't know if y'all know this, so I'm going to tell y'all anyway. Lisa's daughter and my oldest son, Mark, were born 2 days apart in a hospital room right next to each other. and NYU Hospital, the one on York, and they're about to turn 35 because we had them. We was only 9 years old, so that's how that happened.
Right.
And
right.
yeah, but
grown adults now.
I'm excited about your journey. I think we said a lot here. We had fun here today, right?
Yes, we did.
But guys, let's give it up for Verna Lisa. Remember, the book Verna Journey is coming out in September, last quarter of this year. All right, love y'all. Black Half Blind Billionaire signing off.
Signing off.
Yeah.